Hello, hello. I am so excited to come live today for our online business startup masterclass. I am just buzzing with energy today, and I'm so excited to come live to you today and bring this incredible information to you. So really excited. And as you're jumping on, be sure to say hello. And I'd love this to be very interactive. So as you're jumping on, say hello in the comments below, and that will be awesome. So I got an eye touch, so I'm going live on this today, kind of trying it out, seeing how it goes. It is dark and it is rainy today, so hopefully you can see everything all right, but really excited for this incredible masterclass today. Thank you so much for registering, for coming to this, to grow yourself, to learn more. I'm just thrilled to have you here. Hi, Rachel. Great to see you. Yay! So I'm super excited. As you're jumping on, say hello. I want this to be really interactive. We will also have a Q&A at the end of this training. So write down any questions you have, ask them during the training, and I can scroll back up and make sure that I answer all of your questions. Hello, great to see you. I'm so excited. I'm just buzzing with energy, just really stoked and thrilled to bring this information to you today. Hi, Lisa. Great to see everyone. Katja, hopefully I said your name okay. But really excited to come live today. So this is all about online business startup. As you know, I have created my own online coaching business and have had a ton of success. So I'm really excited to share with you the 5 most important pieces to have in place in order to start your online coaching business. Hello, Diana. Great to see you today. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a background, kind of tell you a story about who I am and where I came from, and then I'm going to dive into the meat of the subject. So really excited to share, these 5 ways, these 5 things to have in place in order to start a very successful and profitable online coaching business. So if you're new to my world, I'm Heather, and I have been in online business now for 6 years. I started out partnered with an online health and wellness company. So I grew that to a full-time income, which allowed me to leave nursing about 3.5 years ago. I grew that company it was a network marketing company. I grew my team. I had about 2,000 people in my downline. I helped hundreds of people get healthier, be happier. I taught dozens of people how to start their own business within the company. So that was my background. I did that for about 5 years. I loved it. I love preventative health. I love exercise. I love nutrition. All of these things are so important to me, and some things that I'm very passionate about. So as I grew it, I started to have these dreams and ideas of starting my very own business. And, I was working as a nurse in the ICU for 8 years by the time I was able to walk away. So it was just incredible. Once I was able to leave nursing, the freedom and the flexibility I had. I wanted to be home with my family. I wanted to be with my kids. That's why I'd rather help people from home with their health and fitness, preventative health, than go back to school to become an NP or a nurse anesthetist. Hello, Marianne. Great to see you. So this is why I chose to do online coaching, is because I wanted to be with my family more. So that is truly the gift and the blessing of online business, is it gives us so much flexibility in our schedules, right? Gives us so much freedom. We can come and go as we please. We don't have to follow any rules. We don't have a boss that, we don't have to do things a certain way. We get to choose how we do them. We get to make our own decisions. We get to create our own programs. We get to work with the people that we want to work with. So online business is just incredible, and it has been exploding over the last year with the pandemic. As you have all seen, everyone is going online. So now is the best time. Now is the time more than ever to take your experience, your knowledge, your communication skills, your empathy, the things that you've learned over your years of being a nurse, taking them to the online space and helping people in such a deeper way, in such a fulfilling way as a coach, helping them with, life coaching, health coaching, really helping them in all the areas of their life to have a more holistic, life, so that they're just happier, healthier all around, all these different areas of their life. So that's truly what this is all about, is making an impact for other people. This is why I do what I do. I love it so much. I love that I get to impact women's lives in this way. I get to help them change the trajectory of the rest of their lives. I help them create a business of their dreams, which allows them to finally live this passion in their heart, with preventative health, with helping people on a deeper level than we're able to as nurses. A lot of times we don't have the time to give to our patients, and this is what coaching does, is it really allows us to have that time and to be able to help people on a deeper level and truly change their lives, like completely transform their lives. It's incredible what we can do as coaches, especially as we can help people all across the world. It really allows us to help so many more people than we can as nurses, or even as personal trainers, nutritionists, you name it. We're able to help so many more people as online coaches. So that's what I love about it. I mean, that is my why. My why is to help more women be able to leave nursing so that they can be home with their families. They can work in an area that they're super passionate about, helping other women on a deeper level with more, it's just so fulfilling being able to work on this level with people, to be able to transform their lives right before your eyes. It is the best, it's the most fulfilling work that I've ever done. I absolutely love it. So that is my goal and my dream, is to help more women be able to have successful, profitable businesses and building them to six figures so they can enjoy the same freedom and flexibility that I have in my life. So, after I had grown to that full-time income with that health and wellness company, I always had this dream to start my own business. I finally started at the end of January last year. I finally realized that life is too short. My dad passed away suddenly, and it made me reevaluate where I was headed and what I was doing. And it made me realize that I was not happy where I was at in that health and wellness company. I felt like I was stuck in a box. I felt like I was selling the same thing all the time. I felt like I had given it my all and I was ready to do my own thing. That's when I ventured out on my own finally, even though it was super scary, a lot of fear. And I talked to a lot of nurses who are starting their own businesses, and it's a real thing. Fear is a real thing. It's something that we feel, especially in the transition from nursing to the online business world. It's such a different place, and it is a learning curve for sure. But I finally started it, and it's been incredible. It just has been so successful since I started, and it's been such a blessing in our lives. I'm so grateful for the incredible women that I get to work with every single day. I seriously cry tears of joy, like gratitude every night for the incredible women that I get to touch their lives, and I get to change their lives. And it means the world to me. So really, really grateful for what I get to do every single day. So thank you to my amazing clients. I love you. So my very first month, I hit 15,000 in sales, and it's just gone up from there. So what I specialize in is helping nurses start and grow an online coaching business to six figures for more freedom. I've helped over 80 nurses start and grow their online coaching businesses in the last year, and it's amazing to see their success. It just lights me up seeing them come alive with so much joy and so much purpose, something that was hiding for so long that they wanted to let out. And now here it is, and they're helping other women and changing their lives and watching them transform, and they're stepping into their true purpose and calling. And it is such a blessing to be able to watch, and such a gift. So really grateful for this special magic work that I get to do every single day. So today I'm going to teach you the 5 things that you need in place in order to start an online coaching business. So as you know, I transitioned from kind of being just a nurse into network marketing, where I was growing that team. And that's where I got a lot of my background in social media presence. I've grown 100% on social media in the last 6 years. And then transitioning from network marketing, where the company has everything all set up, into my very own, it was a transition period where I had to learn what I needed to have in place in order to have my very own business away from that company. So this is what I'm going to teach you today, these 5 things that you need to have in place for a very successful, profitable online coaching business. So number 1 is audience. Audience. You have to have an audience or this won't work. So a lot of women tell me, I'm not ready. I can't start until the fall. But in reality, it's going to take months to grow an audience. If I'm being completely honest, it takes months to grow an audience, to grow their trust, to grow their know, like, and trust, to provide them with value and content, and to be able to grow before you can even have a successful launch. So I want you to keep in mind that this is a very important thing, to grow an audience, to be providing them with value and content and sharing what you know, your expertise, the things that you've learned, to help them see that you are truly an expert. You do know what you're talking about. So this is super important, because if there's no audience watching you, then no one is going to buy from you, right? So super important to grow and build an audience first. We can't launch without building an audience first. So it's going to really increase your know, like, and trust, right? We need to let people in our world. We need to let people know who we are, how we talk, how we move, what we're all about, what our experience has been, what our expertise is, where we're from, what we love, what we're passionate about. This is all done through social media. This is why it's so important to be posting consistently and showing up consistently. So really important to do this. Organic marketing is what I teach. I don't do any paid ads, and I teach my clients how to do everything organically as well. Really important to show up like you're an expert, and people decide to buy based on how you show up. So if you show up for a week and then you disappear for a week, that's really going to hurt people's trust in you. So really important to be consistent in the way you show up if you want people to buy from you. Number 2 is program. So you need to have a program in place if you want to be a coach. Okay, so a lot of times people think they can be coaches and just kind of fly by the seat of their pants on all of their calls with clients. That's more like along the lines of what a therapist does, right? So we go to a therapist and we tell them all of our problems and what's going on. They don't really give us many solutions depending on the therapist. And they're also very past focused, where coaches are very future focused. We're very into creating goals and visions and accountability and support. That is what coaching is. So it's important to have some sort of content, some sort of structure if you are going to have a successful online coaching business. Really important to have a plan, to have content, and not just wing it, right? Another piece is knowing the pricing. So really important to get clear on what you're going to ask as far as the pricing goes and how you will present that to prospects. So number 3 is a payment platform. Really important to have a platform where you can accept payments, right? So this is how you're going to accept payments as a coach. There's a few like Stripe, Square. You can even use QuickBooks to send invoices. You can also track everything with that. Wave Financial. Those are a few different platforms you can look into. Number 4 is a contract. You need to have a solid contract that is reviewed by an attorney. So make sure that you have a contract that is reviewed by an attorney or drafted and reviewed by an attorney. This is such an important piece. You need to have proper wording in that contract as well to protect your license. You need to make sure that you are acting as a health coach or a life coach and not as a nurse or a practitioner if you are wanting to work outside of your state and not under your license. So some people had some questions about, do I need to work under my license? I will tell you that it is your choice. You get to choose whether you want to work under your license or not. For me, I don't work under my license, and I also don't recommend my clients to work under their license because it will limit you. You're limited to the states that your license covers, especially if you don't have a compound license. That will really limit your area of practice. It'll really limit your client base. You won't be able to earn as much or be as successful or profitable in your business unless you're willing to put a lot of money into marketing locally, which is expensive to do local advertising and marketing. So that is something to keep in mind. Just make sure that you have proper wording in your contract and make sure that an attorney has drafted and reviewed it to protect you and your license. So the number 5 thing that you need in order to start an online coaching business is a mentor, 100%. So I would not be where I'm at today without hiring the mentors that I've hired. So my first coach that I hired, it was about 3 years ago. I was at a place where I wanted more success and growth, and that's really what she helped me do. So ever since working with her, I knew I wanted to be a coach, and I've hired several high-ticket business coaches in the last 2 years. Each one has really helped me get from A to B so much faster than I could have on my own. And so that's what I love about coaching, is it truly gets us results so much faster than we can by ourselves. So this is a very important piece. If you truly want to build a 6-figure very successful, very profitable business, it's going to be very important that you find someone who's done the same thing. So that you can learn from their experiences, so that you can pick their brain, and so that you can get there faster than trying to figure it out on your own. It will save you a ton of time. It'll save you a ton of money lost. Like if you were to push back hiring a coach for 6 months to a year, think about all the thousands of dollars that you've lost in that time frame, versus if you had just hired someone and learned how to do it the right way in the first place, right? So these are all things to consider. This is why I always hire coaches. I have 2 coaches right now. They are invaluable for growth and success in the online space. You cannot Google this stuff. I promise you, you cannot Google this stuff. And so invest in a mentor. It will be the most valuable thing that you ever do. It will, it'll give you a return on investment, and it will be the smartest thing that you've ever done. It will change your life. Investing in mentors has absolutely changed my life, and I will always be hiring coaches. I will always hire coaches. I will always hire mentors, because I know that they're going to help me get to where I want to be so much faster than I can by myself. And I love that I can pick their brain and figure out how to get better results in shorter amount of time. So that is what I have to say about mentors. Building a solid foundation, learn from someone who's done it so that you don't make any costly mistakes. Really important to learn how to create your program, how to figure out what you're going to coach about, what your niche is going to be. Coaches keep you accountable and moving forward. I have clients tell me all the time, I got more done in 4 months working with you than I would have in 2 years by myself. So that's truly the benefit of working with a coach, is you get things done fast and very well, right? Like you get things done properly, you get feedback on what you're doing, and just being in that proximity of someone who is doing the things that you want to do. Like that's what I love. I love hiring coaches who are like hitting milestones and goals way higher than me, so that I can't think of the word, but kind of come into their energy and feel their energy, and I can't think of that word, but kind of get to where they're at to be able to reach those high levels as well, and learn how to do what they have done. So it's that proximity for sure. Also how to navigate emotions, questions that come up. You'll have a lot of things that come up that like an automated course, it won't help you with. That's why having like a live coach where you're actively talking back and forth, interacting with on a regular basis is going to help clear up so many questions and different emotions that are coming up as you start a business. Because I'll promise there's going to be a lot of unexpected emotions that start to come up as you start to put yourself out there on social media, as you start to create this business of your dreams. Things are going to come up. So that's the benefit of having a coach to bounce ideas off of and to learn from, and to share how you're feeling in the process, so that you know that you're not alone, that your coach, your mentor, probably dealt with the same thing in the past or kind of gone through the same thing. So that's the benefit of having a mentor. So awesome. So I want to open it up to a Q&A. I would love to hear any questions that you have. Feel free to comment below, and I would love any questions that you have. I should have charged this last night. Sorry. So I want you to know some Q&As, some questions some people had were insurance, business license, HIPAA rules, website, Facebook page. These are all things that I teach to my clients. What type of coaching can nurses do? Nurses can do any coaching you want, life, spiritual, health coaching, whatever type of coaching you want, truly. And then it's up to you whether you want to work under your license or not. So I want you to simplify things. I want you to understand that it's not as hard to start your own business as maybe you think it is. It's truly not. Like, it's not that hard to start your business. You would be amazed at how simple it truly is. It's just a matter of showing up consistently and putting in the work. So I'd love to hear any questions that you have. Let me know in the comments below. Do you have to get a certificate? No, you don't. So online coaching is not regulated at all. You do not have to have a certification. All you have to have is just that desire to help people. You only have to be one step ahead of the next person. All they really want are results. They want accountability, they want love, and they want support. So you do not need a certification at all. Many of my clients don't have certifications. What do you mean working under your license? So there are some nurses who choose to work under their license where they're kind of acting more as a nurse, where maybe they're helping the client with kind of helping them educate them on their medications, helping them with symptoms, things like that. But I'd be very careful with that. I would definitely stick with your Nurse Care Practice Act in your site of your state. Make sure you stay within your scope of practice if you are going to work under your license. So that's why it truly is more beneficial to not work under your license, and make sure that it clearly states that in your contract, so that way you're not limited to that, and you're acting more as a general health coach. So, what would a general health or a life coach help people with? Well, they could help them with sleep, with exercise, with routines, with goals, with vision, with meal planning, meal prepping. All of these things can be done, and we don't have to use our license for that. But based on the fact that you're already a registered nurse and your experience as a licensed healthcare provider gives you so much more credibility than just an average health coach. So that's truly the benefit there. If you're a certified holistic coach, not working under your license, I can't use my certification. Well, absolutely. Since you're certified, you can definitely use your certification. You'll just let people know that you are a certified holistic coach and a registered nurse, and then that way it's clear. And you'll just make sure that in your contract that you have it, that you are acting as a holistic coach and not as a nurse or a practitioner. So that way, you don't run into any problems there if you work with someone outside of a state that your license covers. We can say we are a nurse, but not use our license. Well, yeah, so of course we would tell people that we're a nurse, just like if we were like an accountant and we were building a life coaching practice, we would say we are a life coach and an accountant. So it's just basically letting people know like what our background is as nurses. It's a commitment of time to attract clients organically. Would it make more sense to use marketing ads to fill Facebook groups to grow know, like, trust? This would allow you to concentrate your effort, which is coaching clients. So yes, you can if you want it to have a very successful Facebook ad. It's going to cost at least $1,000 a month in ad spend. You're looking at $1,000 to $3,000 a month in ad spend for Facebook ads. And so that's the benefit of organic reach, is that it's free and it's very effective. I've done everything organically the last 6 years, and I've been signing 5 to 10 high-paying clients every month for the last year. I've hit multiple 6 figures in my business in the last year, all organically. I haven't ran a single paid ad. Does your program help with identifying the coaching framework? Yes, absolutely. So this is what I want to go into. So I'm just going to plug this in really quickly here. If it will reach, we will see. I don't think it'll reach. So I'm just gonna, if this turns off all of a sudden, I apologize. But I want to tell you about my Elite Nurse Coach Academy. And I'll go ahead and answer any questions afterwards. Working organically, that means just without paid ads. So everything is free. Since social media is free, we might as well take advantage of it, right? So we can find clients for free through social media, through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as email marketing. And this is what I teach my clients. So my program, so I'll go ahead and tell you about this so you know what it is. My Elite Nurse Coach Academy, what this is we get on a Zoom call once every other week for 1 hour, and you go through this program with 3 other nurses. So it is a small group program. We are on calls together, so lots of interaction. I also give you feedback on your social media, all the documents that you're creating, and we basically build your business from the ground up. So we figure out what your vision, your goals are. We create consistency in showing up. We figure out your ideal client. We work on your messaging. We create an outline for your very own program. So we work on creating your program. We get that set and ready to go. We also go into social media engagement, attraction. So I teach you what to post, where to post, when to post on social media, give you lots of tips and examples of those as well, what people are really looking for, what sells. And then we get into how to book discovery calls, how to sign clients. I share all of my scripts with you that I've used over the last 6 years to sign 5 to 10 clients every month. So I teach you exactly what to say in private messages, what to say on discovery calls, how to overcome objections, and we also work on money mindset. And then we go into visibility, making sure that you're very visible to your ideal client. You're like a magnet, just drawing them in. And then we also work on leadership and scaling. So I teach you how to increase prices over time, also how to create group coaching, lower priced offers, entry level offers. So we truly cover everything. Anything that you would ever want to know in building a really solid foundation for your business, we cover in my Elite Nurse Coach Academy. So it is 4 months long. And like I said, you'll go through it with about 3 other nurses. So you get plenty of access to me. You get incredible support also through our Elite Mastermind. So this is a private Facebook group for all of my clients. There are about 30 nurse entrepreneurs in there. They're also building their own online coaching businesses as well. And so it's just a really awesome place for extra support and collaboration. And you also get unlimited access to me through Messenger. So you can ask me any questions you have at any time as you are going through. So through this process of 4 months together, we establish an incredible online presence. We have you create an incredible program. We launch your program, and most of my clients sign at least 1 to 2 high-paying clients by the end of the program. Of course, it's totally dependent on your efforts, what level of success you will have. I've had some clients sign 20 clients while we work together. It's truly just up to you, your pace, your effort, your desire, your diligence. So that's basically how it works. We build a very solid foundation for your business. And so it is a small group program. So yeah, I do also offer private coaching. I do offer one-on-one coaching, and that is a 6-month commitment. So it's truly about like whatever you're looking for, like whatever you are most interested in. And so the only way to apply for my Elite Nurse Coach Academy and private coaching is through a consult call. If you're interested in either of these, I would love for you to comment below, just say more info, or you can come to my inbox. Just send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram and say, more info about your program. And then we can chat more there. So all of the applications for my Nurse Coach Academy are done through a consult call. It's not done through a link or a landing page. It is, I hand select who I choose to work with, and then I interview you. And if you pass the interview, if you seem like someone who is a good fit for the program and to work with me, then that's something that we'll talk about on a consult call. I can also show you what the program looks like and talk to you more specifically about your goals, what you're really wanting to achieve, and what your vision is for your life. So I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to comment below more info or send me a message, and I'll be happy to get you more details, and we can set up a quick 30-minute discovery call to learn more about you and your goals. So thank you so much for watching today. This is our online coaching business startup masterclass. It was an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I covered those 5 things you need in order to start. Number 1 is your audience. Number 2 is a program. Number 3 is a payment platform. Number 4 is a contract reviewed by an attorney. And number 5 is a mentor. So I hope that you learned a ton today. You're so welcome. It's great to see all of you. Yeah, and so payment plans, you can go and search the different payment platforms, and each one is pretty similar in the processing fee amount, but you can kind of research the different ones on your own and kind of find out which one you like the best. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your questions, for your interaction, your participation. I hope you learned a ton today, and I'm just so excited. So our next Nurse Coach Academy is rolling out the week of the 26th. So in about a week and a half, we're starting the next one. If you're interested in jumping in that, just let me know, comment more info or send me a message that says more info. We would love to have you with us. So I start a new one about once a month. And so if you're not able to make it in at the end of this month, we can get you started in the one that begins at the end of May. And as numbers and demand increase, it will probably increase to twice a month, just based on demand and all of that. So let me know how I can help with any questions at all. Thanks so much for being here. Take care. Hope you have a great day.